design mind. Because what we have discovered in all this whole journey of design thinking is that tools and processes तो बहुत सारे होते हैं, आप YouTube पर भी देख सकते हैं. But that is not the important part. The important part is preparing the mind to do design. So what you heard of so far, Sepia, Decaf, all those things, they are really about preparing the mind for design, right? For the rest of the day, we will talk a little bit more about how to do the design, particularly, which is more conventional, I would say, but वो भी ज़रूरी है. So first of all, let me just give you some. We will start focusing on the 10x part in the next half an hour or 1 hour or so. जब मैं पहले 1990 में अरुण जी के साथ काम करने शुरू किया, तब company was very small, and over the next few years the company grew to 10x Polaris. Or to my mind, the very important process in that was a process that Arun had invented called Lakshya. So I will tell you a little bit about what Lakshya is, because we are going to do that in the next half an hour or 1 hour or so. ये लक्ष्य का जो process था, जो अरुण जी ने invent किया था, I have never seen a process like this. I have worked with hundreds of companies all over the world, और उनका क्या होता है, वो बिजनेस प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज जो करते हैं, सब टॉप मैनेजमेंट लोग बैठते हैं, बिजनेस प्लान बनाते हैं, और क्या होता है, ईदर नथिंग हैपन्स, राइट, या बहुत सीरियसली करना चाहते हैं तो बिजनेस प्लान लेके उनको डिटेल करते हैं, एक्शन प्लान बनाते हैं, एक्शनेबल्स प्रोजेक्ट्स, और उसको फॉलो अप करने के कैडेंस बनाते हैं कि एवरी मंथ वी विल मीट एंड वी विल फॉलो दिस प्रोजेक्ट एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. दिस इज अ कन्वेंशनल बिजनेस प्लानिंग प्रोसेस. प्लान बनाओ, make a detail the what you want to do and follow the track the process. Lakshya was not like that. लक्ष्य में क्या करते थे, सब लोग, not just the top managers but everybody in the company, everybody including the secretaries, we used to sit together and we used to dream कि what do we want Polaris to be. Dream. And the wonderful thing is, after the process we used to go home and do what? Do nothing. There was no action plan, there were no milestones, there was no detailing, no nothing, because it was a different kind of process. These conventional things that management gurus do, they are not so important, because what is important is what happens inside you. No? The whole journey of growth starts with you. If you want to grow 10x, you will grow 10x. If you want to grow 100x, you will grow 100x. If you don't want to grow, you will not grow. And that is really what this whole process is about. It is not about the plan and the detail, it is about you. This is very important thing for everybody to recognize, is that why should we grow? I mean, if I say we want to grow 10x, why should you grow 10x? What is the big deal? Are you not happy the way you are now? You have a good life, right? Nobody is bothering you. You are making enough money. More money, yes, fine, but there is a limit to what you can do with money also. Then you have to figure out how to spend it. No? It's a problem. And how to give it away, which many of you are doing very well. But what is the real reason for growing 10x? For growing the business 10x? Yeah?
Because we enjoy it.
One is because you enjoy it. Yes, certainly.
Achievement.
But achievement से क्या होगा? Satisfaction.
Recognition.
Making sure we don't become brain dead.
Making sure you don't become brain dead. That's important. Yes.
Recognition.
Recognition is, again, once you achieve a certain level of maturity, you don't care about recognition, no? Because you are...
People will recognize Mukesh Ambani. They won't recognize X, Y, Z.
Correct, but does it really matter so much?
Maybe.
Maybe it does to some people or at some level. But to my mind, the real reason to grow the business 10x is very simple. If you grow the business 10x, you will grow 10x. It is about yourself. So this you must keep in mind always. That is not about the business, it's about you. Why should you climb Mount Everest? Because if you climb Mount Everest, you become a better climber. And you become better. So it is always about you. And I think the important thing to recognize, there are things one can do. One can be happy doing what one is doing, but you will not grow. You will become brain dead, as you rightly say. And that is really what one has to get away from. So the whole intent of this exercise that we are going to do for the next half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever, forget about where you are today. Where you are today is not important. Think about where you want to go. What is the mountain you want to climb? What is that 10x growth you want to do? First principle of achieving anything is to dream that. And in the case of the Lakshya, that we used to talk about, I will also tell you this, that all the things that we dreamed about, they actually happened. They did not happen the next year or the following year. Sometimes they happened 5 years later. But you could always trace back all the things that Polaris did to some dream that somebody had. For instance, Polaris acquired, as Arun was telling you, Orbitec, which is a Citibank company. Acquired that company in order to become really a products company in addition to services. If you look back at all the Lakshyas that we had done, that idea was there somewhere. Somebody had said, ye karna chahiye, ye karenge. At that time, sitting in some hotel room and dreaming, it's all nonsense. But we actually did it. Why? Because you had already dreamed it. And this is the power of Lakshya that we found, is that it works at the subconscious level. Once you have accepted subconsciously that you want to become something, when the opportunity presents itself, you do it. Because you have already told your subconscious that ye karna hai. And that is true even at the level of an organization. When in Lakshya somebody dreamed that we will create this product company that will do HR stuff, it was just one person's dream. But everybody accepted it. And when the time came for him to do it, he did it very well. Because everyone had already accepted it. So the purpose and the power of the dream is to internally get your subconscious to accept or seize on the vision, on the dream. Once your subconscious does that, then consciously you will do it. Because it is the subconscious that drives everything that we do. No? And I think that is one of the great powers of this thing called dreaming. Dreaming is not something you do at night. Dreaming is something that you do with your eyes open, but without really constraints. You're saying, oh, I don't have the money, that's fine, we'll talk about that later. But first we must figure out where you want to go. Once you have a dream, if you don't have a dream, it's very difficult to go anywhere. So the first step of doing any 10x growth is to visualize.